School head coach Brett Morris, players Ryder Wright, Justin Lewis, and Casey Farmer. Coach, if you could, a few comments on the game, then we'll field questions.
Yeah, it's tough right now for us. That one hurts bad. We've been with Greater Beckley twice this year before down here, and I know some of you guys were at that game as well. Didn't go very well for us either time. When we got down, we've enjoyed the whole thing. We put ourselves in an opportunity where I don't think most of the people in here thought we were going to be. Greater Beckley's a heck of a basketball team. All right, there's a reason they're the 1 seed. They've earned it this year. They've busted their butts. They very talented. We fought, and I don't think at any point in that game did we ever give up on it.
Brett, did you feel like you were right where you wanted to be at the half, and as the game went on?
Yeah, we had talked about it with our guys, especially all week. We wanted to keep this game under 60. We did that. We wanted to limit Eli, and we wanted to do our best to limit Isaiah Gordon. I think Eli got, didn't make a ton of shots, but I think we did a great job not letting him get good looks. Isaiah, great basketball player, really daggone good to be a freshman. And then, of course, Javante, he played his tail off. That guy's really daggone good. That team is so talented. And like I said, our biggest thing was tonight, we weren't going to quit. We were going to battle.
Can you talk about your play, Ryder Wright's? It seemed like every time you needed a big shot, he was the one making it, and he kind of willed and kept you guys in the game and kept you close.
I can talk to you guys all night about Ryder, and all these guys up here are the same. Ryder's played for me in middle school. Really daggone good to be a sophomore. All right, he's starting to get more confidence when he shoots the ball, and we've begged for it all year. We need him to shoot. Defensive breakdowns, we have to tell him in practice, like, man, you're going too hard. We got to play a state tournament game tomorrow. This is a walkthrough. And you're out here on the floor. You're playing full court defense. The kid is one of the toughest kids, and I've said this before to you guys, one of the toughest kids that I've ever coached or ever been around playing. And this one didn't go our way, but Greater Beckley knew we were in the game, and Ryder controls everything for us. We run every set through him. If you look this year, the only time he came out of the game all year, we were either way ahead or he was in foul trouble. Other than that, he plays 32 minutes every night. We had an overtime game this year. He played all overtime too. We do everything with the kid, and he works his tail off, and he doesn't have any quit with him. He's been sick. He just battles through everything, and he's a kid that you can count on all the time.
Down 4 with about 10 seconds to go, and they get the steal on the inbound. Just take me through what you guys want to do on that play.
That's some different stuff that we've been going through. We really wanted Ryder actually in the corner for a 3, and Greater Beckley does a great job offensively. They talk, they communicate really well, they switch. If Ryder wasn't there, we had a back screen for a layup for Casey, and then the end of it, we have Justin coming off a double screen for a 3. We just got a little excited. We don't have any guys who have really been down here before. The guy inbounding that's a sophomore, 2 juniors. We don't have a senior on the team. We don't have a guy that we can say, well, you've been to the state tournament 2 or 3 years. We got Justin and Casey who were here 2 years ago and played a couple minutes here or there. We just got a little excited. Try to get 4 points back in one play. So we tried to force a pass, and Greater Beckley does a great job, gets a steal.
Coach, you said you're counting all your players for next season as well. Can you just talk about how encouraging that is and kind of how you feel in this experience?
And we talked about that all year as well. We all thought that we could have been here this year, and there was times where we had mental lapses. We had times where Ryder played like he was a sophomore. All right, we had times when he had 8 or 9, 10 turnovers in a game. All right, but we've made strides. We're getting so much better. And when we talk about in the locker room, we have no reason for our heads to be down. All right, all of these guys are going to be back, and they're going to have a chance to be in this position again. And they've gotten so much better since we started this in October, November. And all of them know what to expect and have now been here. And that makes a huge difference. Your teams that are always in state championship games, they've been there before. Your Tug Valleys, your Greater Beckleys, and it becomes a program. So now all of our younger kids are looking saying, wow, we're getting to Charleston, we're getting to Charleston. That's what it's all about for these guys. And to return all of them, it's just, everybody's going to know that we get these guys back and we can compete with a lot of teams.
Coach, not really looking for excuses, but how sick was Ryder? I mean, there a couple times in that game, it looked pretty precarious.
Oh man, where to start with it? I think he's doing 3 breathing treatments a day right now. We got to get him up in the middle of the night. He's starting to have some issues, and I don't want to go into all of his stuff that he's battling right now. But you know, we're running into times in the middle of the nights we're having to check on him. He's waking up and he just says it feels like somebody's choking him to death. He can't breathe. He's been to several different doctors and they're not fine. They just haven't narrowed it down yet. And he gets to the point, and I think he gets to the point where he's struggling to breathe so bad, he starts to panic. And then he starts really fighting everybody and everything. And he's trying to throw up or get stuff spit out of him, and there's nothing. He just says it's like somebody's choking him out, you know, and his dad's trying to help, his mom's trying to help, and then you'll ask him about it the next morning, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't remember. So it's been a real battle for him, and it started a couple weeks ago. And like I said, he's been to the doctor. He was at the doctor Monday morning before we left. We're trying to figure different stuff out, or Friday, whatever day it was. He was at the doctor last week, and they're trying several different things. And that just talks about the type of value the kid is. All right. There was times where I knew he couldn't breathe, and he's looking at me to help, and it kills me because there's nothing I can do. I know it kills his parents because they can't help him. You know, I got his dad down there behind the bench holding him up, and he never asked to come out. I asked him, hey, you want me to call timeout? No, fine. Can't breathe, wheezing the whole time, whatever it is. It's just the type of kid he is, and that's what we want to talk about, his toughness. It's one of a kind.
Coach, the first 2 times you played Greater Beckley, they scored over 70 each time, and today you was able to hold them to 52. Was that kind of the game? I mean, did you know you kind of had to keep it 60 or below to have a chance with it?
Yeah, we have talked about it all week. We're not a team that wants to score 80 or 90 points, as much as I'd love to. I mean, we won a regional championship game there a week ago, and we made 1 3 the entire game, and it was the one we banked in to win. All right, we're not tonight. I guess it says we made 3, but I think we only made 2. And both of them were big moment shots. We like to attack the rim, but we have talked about it all week. We needed this game to be in the 40s and 50s for us to have the best opportunity to win. And I think our guys executed the game plan exactly how we wanted to. We knew Greater Beckley's athleticism, their talent, us to get out and run with them would make life really hard for us, especially with the guy who leads us when we run not being able to run. But we wanted to keep this thing. We thought below 50, we would have a huge chance to win. Anything from 50 to 60 was going to become a real battle like we ended up in tonight. But no, our game plan the whole time was we wanted to slow this thing down. We were okay, and we talked about it all week in practice. If we make 15 passes in 1 possession, we were okay with it. And there was multiple times tonight, like, I know it kind of makes for a boring basketball game, but we have to, as coaches, we try to do anything to put our guys in the opportunity to win and compete. And I thought that was our best opportunity, and I think our kids agreed with it, and they came out and they executed everything we wanted to do, and we just came up a bit short.
Was that something Greater Beckley hadn't seen? I saw you guys play one of those games before this year, and I don't remember any coming close to running through 15 passes on one set. Is that something that maybe they hadn't seen and worked to your advantage?
I think I do. I think Greater Beckley is really, really good in their first 2 or 3 passes side to side defensively. And like every other team in the country, you see it with college teams all the time. After ball gets to 4 or 5 different sides of the court, defenses break down. Defense is hard. All right, you have to want to play. You have to be willing to do extra things, and you have mental lapses. You have a breakdown. So our goal, and I don't think Greater Beckley expected it from us because it's never how Webster County's played. All right, and you guys have seen them in some time before with Coach Gray. We wanted to score 70 or 80. We wanted to get out and run, and we had tried to do that earlier this year, and I think it cost us a few ball games. You know, we get in an 83-70 or 71-83 battle with Parkersburg Catholic. That's not the way we wanted to play, you know. And once we realized that we didn't need to score 100 and we could guard, take charges, get on 50-50 balls, that's just exactly how we decided we were going to approach the state tournament. And we may have a completely different approach to everything next year. But this year, I thought that gave us the best opportunity to win, and these guys bought into it. And I know it's hard for Jostin, for guys who like to shoot the three and like to be able to score and do that kind of stuff, for me to tell him, hey, let's slow this thing down. I know you've got a one-on-one layup or you've got a one-on-one chance, and we can slow this thing down and pull it out. And that makes it hard for them. But they buy in. We're not in this spot without these guys, and they just let me be a part of it.
For any of the players, just to talk about your experience coming to Charleston just these last few weeks, because you guys have got a big win over Sherman, and coming down here and playing the number 1 team in the state to a close game. Just talk about the experience here over the past few weeks.
It was really fun. Me and Casey came down here our freshman year, and it's always great to be here and stay with your friends in a hotel and watch other games. And especially playing the number 1 team in the state and being in the game, and just the atmosphere is just amazing. And I just think it's really cool.
I mean, I think it's just a great experience. Just coming down here and just playing in the environment that we have, and just coming down here, hanging out with our friends and stuff.
Yeah, ever since like the 2019 team, we've always wanted to be down here and always played and wanted to live up to them again, get another championship. And then whenever me and Josh getting in our freshman year, we thought that it was possible to make it there. So then last year we got beat by Montcalm. It was heartbroken. We wanted to make it back and really get something there. And so that whenever we beat Sherman, we thought we had a chance to really make it there and go.
You guys, talk about how you're gonna attack the off season, hopefully